Hello and welcome to Food Neighbourhoods on Monocle Radio, where once again we visit the places locals love for their food and drink. There's no denying that Rome is a well-trodden and well-travelled culinary hotspot. From carbonara to cacio e pepe to gelato, you've probably tasted its famous delights. But even amongst the most touristy spots, family-run eateries continue to supply authentic produce to its locals. Gabi di Vita, founder of Vita Experience, a tour company specialising in gastronomical walks, gave Monocle's Lily Austin the true Roman experience in one of the city's most popular neighbourhoods, Trastevere.
South of the Vatican and opposite the river Tiber, you'll find the district of Trastevere. Its cobbled streets and medieval houses make it characteristically Roman. A picturesque place to take a stroll in the day and buzzy at night, thanks to the many bars and cafes that spill out onto the narrow streets. While the neighbourhood prides itself on its working-class roots, in recent years it has become increasingly popular with tourists. But don't let that put you off. In between the pricier restaurants intent on luring visitors, there is a small contingent of authentic eateries holding out to serve Trastevere's residents the best cuisine you'll taste in Rome. Neighbourhood local and foodie tour guide Gabi di Vita let me in on these hidden gems, starting off with his favourite cafe to while away the day.
We are at Bar San Callisto. I would say the most famous bar in Rome, but for sure in Trastevere, but any Roman, wherever, they know this place. This bar is here like forever, I don't know, long time. It was a milk seller at the beginning of the 1900s. Like the many bars in Rome were called latteria, that is selling milk. So those places became bar. All the locals come here for a coffee or for a beer or spritz in the afternoon. So a place where you just come and meet with people without having any appointment. I often come here alone and finish like with the 10 pairs talking with anyone. So I really, there is not just one point to make this place special, but it's a combination of things, I think. But it has its own vibe, I don't know, I love it.
But first things first, breakfast. San Callisto doesn't just serve drinks. Start your day with a traditional Roman pastry, freshly baked at the bar.
Maritozzo is the most typical Roman pastry. It's a kind of sweet bread stuffed with whipped cream. Okay? All are typical of breakfast. Cornetto is an Italian croissant. It's less buttery than a croissant. For me, better, but it's personal. And this one is another cornetto stuffed with custard, so eggs, cream, okay? We will share.
Pretty good.
It's good.
I love how lemony it is.
There are some in the dough, lemon zest. Also the story of the name is very characteristic. Maritozzo, take the name from the word marito, that means husband. A long time ago, the men in Rome used to bring this pastry to the girl they wanted to marry on Sundays with a ring hidden in the whipped cream. That's why it's called maritozzo. Really?
Does anyone still do that now?
I don't think so.
Wow, you can smell the cheese.
You can literally smell from outside.
Next stop, Antica Carrara. If you like cheese, a trip here is a must when you're in Rome.
Voted as the top 100 shops of Italy.
I really?
But yeah, it's funny because if you see this list, there are like Gucci, Valentino, and then this very old style-looking cheese place that are really still the same. Have this kind of soul atmosphere with all the family still there. Buongiorno, Roberto. Mr. Roberto is the owner. He's 73 years old. He was working here since he was 12.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
So he's now 60-something years. When I was a kid, Rome was plenty of shops like this, but they almost all died. Just few of those type of family business like this keep going and surviving. But they are still doing great. but just few of those activities still resist, and now it's time to try something.
Mr. Roberto puts together a plate of his signature cheeses, a creamy ricotta.
This is made this morning, okay?
Oh, wow.
It's super fresh.
A mild cheese with black truffle I can still taste when I close my eyes.
Oh my God.
And of course, 2 kinds of pecorino romano.
Canestrato Romano, the sheep cheese 5 months, we can say is the little brother of the Pecorino Romano. Pecorino Romano DOP is the one that we use for carbonara, cacio e pepe, all the Roman pasta. It's mainly used for cooking. You can also eat it like this. Most typical time of the year to eat Pecorino Romano is 1st of May. We eat this with fava beans, raw, together, drinking red wine. All day. Don't ask me why, I have no idea.
Next we walk down just a few doors to suppli, named after the signature Roman snack, a fried rice ball filled with mozzarella, not to be confused with its Sicilian cousin, the arancini.
The classic one is a tomato sauce, beef, mozzarella, so as a vegetarian you can try a different one. One that I really love is cacio e pepe with lemon zest. This is the classic cacio e pepe sauce, but with the little candy lemon zest inside that gives like this twist, which is incredible.
So good.
Now for something sweet. En route we walk past bustling fruit and veg stalls set up in the square.
Every neighborhood, local neighborhood in Rome, have its own food market every morning, fresh and seasonal. Very important for the Italian cuisine is seasonal product that switch constantly during the year. So every month you have different vegetable, different fruit. It's very nice to go on with the season, with the fresh things.
And the seasonality continues at Otterleg, that's gelato backwards, where the scoops on offer are freshly made with local ingredients every day. Otterleg bucks the trend of Gabi's tour as a relatively new addition to the neighbourhood. It opened in 2018. But with a mix of classics like mouth-wateringly fresh strawberry and inventive creations such as cream and fennel, this gelateria has quickly made a name for itself.
Otterleg is every year included in the top 100 gelateria of Italy. It's a list made by the Gambero Rosso, the most famous food magazine. It's like a Michelin guide made by Italian for Italian, and so very special to be in this top 100 list. Now we go this way. We walk for the last, the cherry on top.
We complete our Trastevere tour with a sweet treat that has sated Romans for generations. Antica Biscottificio Innocente is a family-run biscuit factory. First opened in the 1940s, it still looks exactly the same as it did then, with a huge oven in the middle of the room where the biscuits are made daily. The current owner, Stefania, gives us a warm welcome when we arrive and fills a paper bag with the day's selection.
She's amazing. Makes my birthday cake every year. Yeah. And they bake every day all different type of biscuit, family recipes, you know, for us, for the neighborhood people. We come here every day.
I bite into a chewy, nutty biscuit with an unfortunate name.
The most famous Roman biscuit called brutti ma buoni. That means ugly but good. Yeah, it's funny because any single of these biscuit have a different weird shape, but then the taste is amazing, so that's why the name ugly but good. It's made with hazelnut egg, white of the egg, and sugar. Very, very simple, but very, very tasty as well.
A sweet end to a whistle-stop tour of Trastevere's best culinary spots. So don't despair next time you visit the Great Beauty. The battle for authentic cuisine isn't over. You can still find eateries run by Romans for Romans, and they'll welcome you in like one of the family.
I live here. I like to keep having this, find a way to have a local life in a neighborhood that is becoming very touristic, but you saw. You know, with people that is from the neighborhood, we have this family kind of approach. We love each other, we help each other, we support. She calls me if you have a problem in the shop, Gabi, come, and we have this kind of a relationship. It's very like family. So this is the thing I like. And it's not possible to still find everywhere this kind of approach. So I love it. Come to visit Rome, yeah, guys. Welcome.
Food Neighbourhoods is a Monocle production from the team behind the menu. This episode was written and edited by Lily Austin with assistance from Steph Chongu. For more food and drink stories, tune into the menu every Friday at 2000 London time. I'm Monica Lillis. Thanks for listening.